Let's create another uncommon grid layout, CMS grid layout in Webflow. So in the last lesson, we learned about that how we can create this kind of a structure, grid structure, and you can see that this is one CMS list. These are not multiple CMS lists. So let's try to create this grid layout using one CMS collection, and let's see how it goes. So yeah, so this one is from Webflow, and let's try to understand the structure first. And in this structure, I can see that we need to have 3 columns and we need to have 3 rows. So it will be 3 columns, 3 rows. So let's go to the CSS grid generator, and you can also just write CSS grid generator, and you will find this link, the first one in the list. So let's go to this CSS grid generator and let's put it there. We need 3 columns and we need 3 rows. Yep. And so now it's very easy that to map the CMS items. So this is going to be the first item, which will cover the first column and first row. So you can just click on this box. So this is going to be our first CMS item, and the second one is going to cover 2 columns and it will stay on first row. So let's just click here and drag. So this is going to be our second item in the CMS list. This is going to be our third item, and this one will cover 2 columns as well. This is going to be our fourth item, fifth, sixth, and seventh. So yeah, this looks really nice. So now we can click on please may I have some code, and we can get the custom CSS. So let's go back to the Webflow project. By the way, you can also clone this project, and you can go inside to check how these layouts are being made. So let me just duplicate this page and let me name this as, so this is going to be our uncommon CMS layout 2. So let's create this page. So let's also rename the title, and now so this is the custom CSS file on this page. So let's go inside and let's remove everything, not everything, because we need to target the nth child. So we need to keep this, let's keep one of them, and let's try to remove the other lines of code. So as we know that on this page the class of the collection list is CMS list, so we can keep this name as it is. So we need to target the nth child, so this is going to be our first item. Yeah, so let's go back to the CSS grid generator and let's copy this one, grid area. I'm just copying this custom CSS and let's paste it right there. Right, so before going one by one to every CMS item, let's just create our grid first. Right, so let me just put some gaps between the items. So let's make it 1.5 rems between each column and between each row. So let me just go back, and now let's create a grid using this specific CSS. Let's paste this code here, and let's target the same list, the same class, which is CMS list. Yeah, that's perfect. So if we try to save this code, so we can see the changes. Now we can see that we have 3 columns and we have 3 rows. So let's try to keep customizing our custom CSS. Let me just copy this code, just paste it below, and make the nth, just update the nth child, which is going to be 2. And let's copy this grid area and paste it here. Right, so we have how many items we have? So we have 7 items, right? So let's just copy this script for all 7 items. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? So we have already done it for 2. So let's copy the grid area for the rest of the items, and we can also change this item number. So we can make it 4. Let's copy the grid area for the 4th item, right? So let's make it 5, and let's copy the 5th grid area for the 5th item. Let's make it 6, and let's copy this one. So I know this is taking some time, so to make it fast, you can just copy the whole CSS, and you can give it to ChatGPT, and you can ask that please update based on my custom CSS. So now we have all the grid areas updated. So if I now click save and close, so now I can see that now we have the CMS item 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we are not getting the items below because there are only 4 CMS items in our list. So let's try to duplicate this one, and let's make it 5. Let's create and publish. Yeah, so let's make this item, let's also duplicate this item, and let's make it 6, publish. Let's duplicate this one and make it 7, create, publish now. And now we can see that, okay, I think we have, yeah, so let's remove this limit item. So now we can see that we have the list there. So because these are not sorted, so let's make them sort based on created on the oldest to the newest. Yeah, so now we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is how you can create uncommon grid structures, and this is really simple. So if you want to have a different structure on tablet and a different structure on mobile, so you have to modify your custom CSS. So let me just take you back to the layout one. So inside the layout one, so we have a specific custom CSS for the screens which are below 991 pixels, and the screens, and a different layout for the screens which is below 479. So you can just copy this grid areas, and you can just paste it in ChatGPT, and you can ask that I just want to have one item on each row on mobile screens. So ChatGPT will give you the custom CSS where each item will cover one column and one row. So each item will be on each row. So yeah, so this is how you have to put the custom CSS for different screens to make it responsive. So this project is clonable, and I will share the link in the description, and I will also put the responsive custom CSS right inside this code embed.